아우치요. Em bị ưu tiên trách nhiệm ai Agent. The gate was set. Can't beat them. Just oh. Bring your package of hippies. Respond to taste. Oh,